been like at SMU for you so far?
It's been great. I think just a lot of the reasons why I chose here and why I love it so much is because it's like I said, the coaches give me a lot of freedom to play basketball. I think they're just like when they recruited me, it was like the reason why they recruited me was very interesting, like based on like me coming off an off year last year. But I think it's been great for me personally, like just to get my confidence back up in basketball and play as good as I can.
What did it feel like getting that, that vote of confidence that we want you here to be a part of, what's going to be a pretty historic year for SMU?
I mean, it's great for me personally. I think as coaches, when all your players are playing with really good confidence, like it helps out your program not only to the guys who play a lot every game, but even like as far as down to the walk-ons, like to the strength coaches and everything. I think that just helps everybody out because I feel like everyone walks around the same confidence as I do. So,
What do personal goals look like for you this year?
um, just kind of just play as hard as I can. Like anything that happens after that, like I think that'll kind of check out for itself. Like not anything accolades. Like obviously everyone wants to have like be like player of the year, things like that, like all ACC. But just play as hard as I can, help out the team as much as I can, and I think that'll just speak for itself.
What has it been like getting to know Coach Enfield, and what has he been like working with in practice, out of practice?
He's a great guy. I think him personally at first, like he's a quiet guy at first, but like as you get to know him, like he's a funny guy. Like he makes a lot of jokes and things too. So um, I love him as a coach. I think he's the type of coach that I needed for like to come here and like you said, he lets us play a lot, like as far as like just on the court in general. But yeah, I think he's a really great guy. I think he's a really good coach. And yeah.
What are you most looking forward to about being in the ACC?
Um, Obviously, there's a lot of great schools in ACC. Like you look forward to playing against, but I would say personally, just like obviously you get to go play at UNT this year. I wish we can play at Duke too. Like I never been there before, so I think it'll be a good place to play. But just playing like really high level competition, like showing me where I'm at, like show our teammates, show our team where we're at, and obviously like from a school perspective, like it'll be some good schools in here this year that we play against. So just uh, just optimistic about it.
And you played against an Andy Enfield coach team before. Is there anything that you've seen on the court about what his teams are about that you kind of admire and that you wanted to be part of?
I feel like a lot of their players, even from last year, like Isaiah Collier, like and Boogie Ellis, they play with like a confidence, like a swagger type of vibe. Like I think that like a lot of our guys like this year that we have, like including myself, like you can see that kind of like them just like giving us the opportunity to play so freely on the court. I think that's what comes with it. Like as far as like us just playing like and then like you said like we're gonna be coached well. We're gonna take good shots, things like that too. But I think just the swagger and like being able to play with confidence.
What's been the adjustment like for you to come here and get to SMU?
Man, it's been going very well actually. A brand new coaching staff and the coaching staff I have right now is amazing. So they actually they helped me a lot mentally into the game. Uh, so they give me a lot of confidence I always had in myself. So yeah, it's going good.
What was it about this program, this coaching staff that made you want to come be part of SMU basketball?
The staff really they was telling me how they wanted me to bring my real self, my real basketball self out. Not just me playing hard, but actually showing my talents and showing what I could really do. So yeah, bringing my confidence out for sure.
What have your first impressions been of Coach Enfield, and how has that process been learning him?
My first impression of Coach Enfield has been amazing. He's an amazing person. He believes in me and believes in all of us for us to fight and keep going. You know, and he recognizes everything that goes on the court in each person. So I love that about that for sure.
Having played in the Big 12 last year, you got some experience in arguably one of the best conferences in college basketball. How much will that experience help you hit the ground running in the ACC?
Well, playing in the Big 12 really, that experience was amazing because going against great players every single game. Uh, it's going to be basically the same thing here, you know, same thing for real. Just got to play my heart out every game I can to show what I can really do.
You excited to get back to playing in Texas again?
Yeah, man, it's amazing being back home. The state fair, you know, being close to family, you know, everything around me, just it feels good being back in Texas for sure.
You won't tell the coaches. Did you get anything good to eat at the fair?
Yeah, funnel cakes, you know, fried Oreos. That's my favorite for sure. Yes, sir.
What's it kind of been like gelling with all the other guys? Obviously, a lot of new faces for this team. What has it been like trying to get everyone meshing early on?
Man, it's been great. Everybody got a great connection. Everybody very nice. The whole team is very respectful and cool. So like that building that relationship became very fast. So these boys like family to me. So you know, anything I need help with or anything I need, you know, I just go to one of them. And each person I could go to is nice. It's cool.
What do personal goals look like for you this year?
Personal goal is for me to be Defense Player of the Year. Average probably like 3 blocks a game, you know. Rebounds, points, anything I could do to help the team, I'm here for it.
What was your summer like with the new staff and just getting to know them and all those things?
My summer went really good. I like every coach on the staff, you know. They give us a lot of confidence, and they also just installing us just work hard, and it's been really fun and confidence.
What differences do you think we're going to see on the court this year from Coach Atfield's?
I feel like we have a really good shooting team. A lot of our guys can shoot. And, of course, we have Cement, 7'2", so he's really big. He can stretch out the floor as well, so it's going to be really fun.
What was kind of the vision that Coach Enfield laid out when he first came in, and how are you starting to see it come together, obviously, before having played a game?
The vision would just be working hard every day, of course, being confident, and just running the floor as well. We really focus on getting the ball up the court in under 4 seconds, so playing at a fast pace and just taking an open shot, and as well as defense as well. He said yesterday we're going to be a great defensive team. So.
Being one of the few returning players from last year, how have you been able to help some of the new players and faces settle in?
I've been a really big help, I would say, just as well as to the freshmen. You know, I'm a junior now, so I learned a lot my last 2 years and just teaching them the small things. And it's a whole new team as well. We only have 3 returners, so, I mean, it's new for everyone, I would say. But just always coming into practice and treating it like a game, just going hard and just making sure the energy is there every day.
How do you make sure with so many new faces, coaching staff, that everything, you know, starts meshing? What's kind of gone into that, and how do you feel about that so far?
Like I said, just bringing the energy every day, talking, that's a big part of the game as well. Just making sure everybody on the court knows what they're doing, knows where to be at, and just having fun as well, just going out there, building a relationship with the guys.
Any personal goals for you this year?
Personal goals, I would say, honestly, just I've shot it better this practice, like practicing over a couple of days. And I would say just, I mean, I feel like this year is going to be really good, not for me, but just for the team as well.
How do you kind of go about making sure that you're able to accomplish everything you want to, and that the team will be able to accomplish what they want to this year?
I mean, I would say just working hard, just being locked in and confident. You know, we can't win every game, but if we would win every game, that would be amazing. So just bouncing back, I would say. Just if things go wrong, just coming in the next day and just giving it all.
What's Coach Enfield like in practice?
I would say Coach Enfield, he's a really good guy. I like him. I love him as a coach. You know, he's not much as a yeller or someone that's going to take your confidence away. He installs confidence in you. So these last couple of months, my confidence has been really high under him. So he's a great guy.
What's the system like for you in terms of running it, from a point guard perspective?
The system would be, how I said earlier, just we're trying to get the ball out really quick. If the other team scores, you know, we're trying to get up the court real fast in under 3 or 4 seconds. So just flowing, really. He gives us a lot of freedom. Of course, you don't want to turn the ball over too much. Nobody wants that, but he gives us a lot of freedom and confidence. So it's really just flowing, just setting go screens for your teammates, getting the big man involved, hitting the open shooter, everything like that.
You were around last year. What are the changes that you see in this program kind of day to day, I guess, with the move to the ACC, the locker room, you know, they made a change, you know, all those things. What do you see as you know, kind of all the things around the program, I guess?
I would say changes is relationship-wise, just we all like one, I would say. Every time we break down the huddle, we say we are one, so everybody's come together. We've only been here for a little amount of time, and we feel like we've known each other for a long time, so just being in the gym every day and building a relationship with each other, that's always what we need. It's always important.
What does it mean to get the locker room upgraded and things like that, too?
Yeah, that's really cool, you know. The whole team's excited about it, just to have a whole new locker room. We're in a smaller space right now, but I think that's bringing us more together as well, so we're really excited to see what the locker room's going to look like. So.
Have you gotten to enjoy the new training table that's over at the football stadium?
Yeah, the Flanagan training table is amazing as well. You know, I go over there almost every morning. I get a little omelet. You know, they cook it for us in a smoothie as well. And then later on during lunch, I may have tutoring, like in between that time or a class. So I'll try to stop by there as well before practice. So it's been great.
Any added excitement seeing that schedule that's in front of you guys, getting to travel to some big arenas, getting to bring some big teams here?
Yes, it's very exciting to see the schedule. You know, I mean, Duke, North Carolina, all the big teams in the ACC. So we're really just focusing on preparing ourselves and being locked in every day because we know every game is going to be a tough game. So we're really looking forward to it, though, I feel like.
Chuck, what's been the biggest adjustment that you've faced with Coach Enfield and his new coaching staff?
I mean, it's been a pretty easy adjustment. Obviously, new coaching staff, new set of players. You know, it takes some time to get used to them, get to know the names. But Coach made it pretty easy. We kind of connected right away, so it was a pretty easy transition.
What were kind of some of your early conversations with Coach, and what did he say that kind of excited you about returning to SMU?
Just his plan for this year. He talked to me a little bit about the guys he was trying to bring in, what the plan was for our first year coming to the ACC. Obviously, it's my final year in college, so I was hoping to go out on a high note and make the NCAA tournament, and he had similar plans as me. So yeah, we connected pretty easily on that.
How different is the style of play that we're going to see this season?
We definitely are an up-tempo team, high possessions, a lot of excitement on this team, a lot of explosive players that could make a play at any given second. But just same end goal, though, just find ways to win and bring some W's to Moody Coliseum this season.
A lot of new teammates. What's the adjustment been like? It's just a pretty new group overall.
Right. I mean, we got an older group this year, a lot of older fifth years and seniors coming in. So we kind of, I guess a lot of them have already been through the transfer process as well. So it was a pretty easy adjustment, honestly. But yeah, we kind of all clicked pretty instantly, like off the court and on the court. So it was pretty easy, honestly.
It's a big time schedule for your last season.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what that means to you getting to play, you know, some of the biggest, you know, college basketball schools in the past couple decades.
I mean, that's all, you know, any basketball players ask for is the highest level, highest competition. You know, last ride, hoping to just, you know, leave my mark on college basketball the best way I can. And again, just make it to that tournament.
How did they reshape your body or direct you in the strength program? What was that like?
My main thing was really just staying healthy. So my set was probably different from maybe the younger guys. So, you know, just maintaining my strength, eating better was a big thing for me this offseason. So getting my diet right and just keeping my body fresh and ready for, you know, the heavy season load that's about to come up.
You mentioned getting to the NCAA tournament. Are there any other personal goals that you have for yourself this year?
Obviously, you got some individual goals in there. You know, just want to be successful as best I can. But there's nothing more important than that. I've never done it, and this is going to be the year that I get it done.
What's it going to be like going back to Butler?
It's going to be fun. It's all love up there, honestly. Just to get to play in Hinkle Fieldhouse again is going to definitely be fun. But, we're coming in there to handle business. So, I mean, it's going to be, business to handle when I go up there, for sure.
Any of the new additions to transfer portal, or any of the freshmen coming in that have kind of caught your eye, off the bat, people who have been, pushing hard in early practices?
Everybody, honestly. Obviously, Boopy and Matt Cross being the two highest rated recruits, they're definitely going to help us a lot. But honestly, even the freshmen, Mitchell and Chance, they've adjusted pretty easily and pretty fast to the style of play of college basketball. So I'm really excited for y'all to see everybody on this team, honestly, though.
What is probably the biggest thing that needs to happen between now and opening night?
We just got to stay locked in. We're getting better and better each day in practice. So just staying together, and obviously it's a long season, so just being ready for the ups and downs of it and being mentally prepared for what's about to come.
What's the overall mindset of playing these quote-unquote big-name schools?
Yeah.
Are people excited about it?
Yeah, I mean, maybe for the fans, people that come to watch us in Moody might have a more of a reason to come, but to us, it's every opportunity we get, we're ready to showcase. Obviously, here in the big names, we're going to be the underdogs most nights, so we're just looking to, make our mark just how they are.
What's it been like at SMU so far for you?
It's actually been really great. Coming from a mid-major team, it's pretty good. It's an uplift from everything. The people here are very nice. Facilities are nice. Our trainers, coaches, academic advisors, everybody are on hands here, so hands on my bad. But, yeah, I feel like it's pretty good here so far. I'm adjusted every day trying to get better, so it's good for me.
What was it about this program, this coaching staff that made you want to come here?
I would say the coaches for sure, knowing that they had a lot of pros, for the past year. Coach Andy at USC had a lot of pros and stuff. So I feel like he can make me better as a player in person, like on and off the court. And plus, just us moving to the ACC, playing against bigger and better teams. For me coming from a mid-major, that's a big jump, but I wanted to be able to accept that challenge, so, yeah.
What does it mean when you see that schedule come out? You're seeing Duke's coming here, and you guys are getting on the road, playing North Carolina, stuff like that. What does that mean to you?
I'm excited, for sure. Me being at a mid-major before this, we played some big teams like Arizona in the tournament and, things like that, Michigan and stuff. So I've been on them stages before, but, just being able to compete with them in the conference and, competing against a team like Duke that's something big. So it excites me for sure.
There are a lot of new faces on this team, and you're just over a month away from your first game. How would you guys say you're meshing as a team on the court, but also just off the court?
I feel like we meshing pretty well as a team, especially on and off the court. We got a lot of guys from everywhere, high majors, mid majors. Everyone's come from everywhere, but everyone learns something from their old school. So everyone bringing that together as a whole will make everything better as a team. And off the court, we try to go to the football games. Do things off the court as a team just to make everybody stay intact. So, yeah.
California guy, how familiar were you with Andy?
I was kind of familiar with him. I played against USC my sophomore year and my freshman year. My first year we lost, and then this previous year we beat them in overtime actually. So, I was pretty familiar with USC being the school that it is, being legendary and being the head of California with UCLA. So I was pretty familiar for sure.
What is it about your game that's going to help this team get to where they want to go, where you guys want to go in the ACC this year?
I feel I bring a lot to the table. I can do a lot of things. I can rebound for my size. I can defend pretty well. I can score if you need me to. I can post up if you need me to. Although guys is way bigger at this, this level or whatever, I can try to guard some fours here and there. 5, maybe not so much because they're bigger, but, I feel like I just bring a lot to the table. I'm very coachable. Encourage my teammates, missing shots. Yeah, you got the next one. So just a little pretty all around, really. I contribute to the team for sure.
You kind of mentioned that everyone kind of brings a little bit of something, but how are you noticing people standing out as leaders? A lot of veteran presence on this team. Who's kind of been standing out so far here?
It's kind of a mixture of everybody for sure. Because everybody from different places and everybody trying to make their face familiar. But off the top of my head, for sure, Chuck Harris has been leading us pretty well. Boopy Miller's been leading us pretty well too. Those have been the most guys that's been the most what's called my bad, excuse me, what's called vocal as a team. So, but it's a lot of other guys too, but those two guys are the main ones for sure. That's been pushing us as a team to get better as leaders.
What do personal goals look like for you this year?
I just want to get better. I don't really have any set goals. Like, I don't know, I just want to get better. That's the main motto. That's another reason why I came here, seeing the players that Coach Enfield had in the past, getting players better and things like that. And as a team goal, I want to make the NCAA tournament. My last school at a mid-major, we made it to the NCAA tournament. We got knocked out the first round, but that feeling is unbelievable. It's a great feeling. So being at the ACC, I know it's tough, but I'm pretty sure we can do it.
To get better, is there anything in particular you've been working on first couple weeks,
Mm-hmm.
past couple months to make sure you can get there?
I've been working on my three-point shot a lot. That's something that I want to improve for sure because I can score inside and things like that. So three-point shot, off the court, but kind of in the weight room, like my body. I want to get my body a little bit more lean and things like that, being able to move a little bit faster, quicker. Another big thing I've been working on is coming off of screens and stuff. My last school, I didn't really come off screens, used to pick and roll a lot, but I feel like I'm getting better. Coaches and managers here helping me get better with that. So that's some three things I've been working on for sure since I've been here.
What's Coach Enfield like in practice?
Coach Enfield, very chill. He's chill. He's got a laid-back demeanor. He's very chill, but, I mean, he hasn't yelled as much since I've been here, but, he'll yell once or twice. But for the most part, he's chill. Very laid-back coach for sure.
What's it been like coming into this program with a lot of new faces, new changes around here, but what has it been like overall for you?
It's been a great experience. I mean, I've kind of been a part of something similar before, where I've been a part of a program that's starting off with a new coach and a bunch of transfers. So, yeah, we've all been getting along really well. There's a lot of excitement for the season, and overall, it's been a really positive experience so far.
What was it about this program and this coaching staff that made you want to be a part of it?
I mean, I feel like they kind of have a reputation for being an amazing staff at USC. They've had a lot of success. Been to the Elite Eight, been to the tournament multiple times. I think they've had around 11 NBA players since 2018. So they're definitely know what they're doing. And they're all good people, trustworthy. So I felt the most comfortable with this staff. So that was essentially it, yeah.
What is Coach Enfield like in practice, out of practice? What has it been like getting to know him?
I mean, he's really professional. He knows what he's talking about, obviously. He knows how to run a program, and he expects a lot out of us, but it's a good thing. And overall, I mean, he's laid back, chill person, and treats everyone with respect. So it's been great.
What do personal goals kind of look like for you this year?
I just want to be a part of a winning program, to be honest. Last year, my old school, we won around, I think, 8 or 9 games. So basketball is fun when you're winning. So I want to be I want to do anything I can do to be a part of a winning program.
What kind of been the early steps for you guys gelling together, meshing, so that you're able to find that success, once you hit the court?
Yeah, I mean, we've been, this is the way Coach Enfield does it, is we play a lot during practice. It's not like all drills, so we go up and down a lot. So we kind of starting to get that feel for each other, and yeah, I think we're all gelling really well. We all are good friends off the court as well. So I think the chemistry is definitely building, and everybody's getting along, and there's definitely a general good vibe in the locker room.
You came to the States for high school, right?
Correct.
What was that transition like for you?
So I came for my junior year and then my senior year. Transition was actually a little easier than I expected. I was at a boarding school in Florida called the Montverde Academy. I'm known for basketball. There was so many international people there, so they have a great community for international students, and I had a bunch of international teammates, and
you're in the dorms, so you're kind of around a lot of other international people, so that kind of makes that transition a little easier. After that, I went to California, and I feel like I was already adjusted at that point.
Did you know Samet before he got here?
Yeah, I did. I played with Samet at the U19 World Cup in Latvia. We were teammates. I think we finished, I want to say, 6th or 5th. It wasn't the best tournament for us, but I love playing with Samet. He's a great guy on and off the court. So yeah, I've known him for about 4 or 5 years.
Did you help get him to Dallas a little bit? Were you talking to him while he was making his decision?
I mean, I've definitely had a conversation of how it was, because I got here before he committed, so I got here and he kind of asked me how everything was, and I was just honest with him and told him how everything was, and I mean, yeah, we're really happy to have him here, so I hope I had a part in his decision.
How can a guy that size, really impact just the game for everybody else?
I mean, it's always great to have a guy at that size. It's very rare. He's just defensively, first of all, he's just clogging the paint. People are scared to go in there because he's a great shot blocker, rim protector. And on the other side, he has great footwork and great touch. So we could feed it to him in the post, also in the pick and roll. He's a good lob catcher, good finisher. So, I mean, having someone that size, and especially as mobile as he is, it's very special, and we're really lucky to have him.
What did it mean to you when you saw what the schedule was going to look like for you guys? Coming from the major I know you spent some time in Arizona, I think.
Yeah.
Seeing that kind of schedule, that you're going to get to play some big teams, how much does that say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. That's kind of the part of the reason I came to SMU, is to be in the best basketball conference in the country. So I'm really excited that we're starting off with some strong teams in conference play. Also, our non-conference schedule is also pretty tough. So, yeah, I mean, it's what I signed up for, so I'm really excited for it. All right. Görener, yes.
What's the little symbol over the other?
So the Görener is what I go by in America. In Turkish, it's Görener, so it turns the O into a sound. It's like an accent. Yeah. Görener's fine though. Görener's good.
Matt, you kind of talk about what it was that brought you to SMU.
Yeah, I would say for my last year, I just wanted to go up to the highest level, and I know SMU going to the ACC was a big factor, and Andy coming over here was kind of the selling point. I think he's a coach that goes well with my personality and can help me get better in the weak points of my game, take my game to the next level.
If you don't mind sharing, sort of what the areas of your game that you want to work on, and what he can do, and what his coaching staff can do to help you get there.
Yeah, Andy is an elite shooting coach. That's kind of like what he did even before he was a head coach. And the first thing when I got down here that we even worked on was that, just mechanics and shooting and stuff like that. So one of my big things was to get that percentage up in those fields and kind of learn how to play more around the arc. So I feel like he's already helped me a lot in just those areas.
What's the team chemistry like so far that you've seen?
It's really good. I mean, I think being older helps a lot, and we're an older team. So we have guys that kind of get it, been there, done it. So it's easier to gel with guys like that. And then we got a good mix. We got 2 freshmen, and Chance and Mitchell, who are really kind of mature for their age already. And they come in every day wanting to compete and wanting to learn. So it's been good. And then off the court, we all are kind of in different places in our life. Like, I know me and Kario, we go out with our girlfriends all the time, and I think it just shows that maturity and having an older group can go a long way.
How do you feel about playing in the ACC again? And from your experience, what does this group need to do to get ready for that?
Yeah, I'm excited to play in the ACC again. My last year, give it give it a hopefully go out with a bang. And I feel like this group has all the pieces to go really far, and not just the ACC, but into March. It's just going to come down to what I feel like a lot of teams come down to is just how you play on the court and how you handle adversity. And you can have all the talent, but as long as you know how to play together, I think that's everything.
What do you need to see from the team to get to that point where you are playing together? Is it you got to be out there in the games and then try to work that out, or do you feel like it can be achieved before the season?
I feel like a little bit of both, and I feel like that's why some of the scrimmages we have coming up will help that in a real game environment, especially going to Oklahoma State. That's also an away environment, which can always help bring guys together, being away from home. But I also think just practice playing every day. You know, we have scrimmages every Saturday the past couple weeks, which is new to me that I haven't seen do, which I think is really cool because it's that game-like environment. And Coach does a good job of mixing the teams up all the time. So you're playing with all the guys on the court all the time. So you're not just getting used to maybe some guys, and then you never are on the same team as another guy, so you don't understand how to play together. And like, we're getting to the point where we understand how to play with like everybody, which I think is a key factor.
When you've got a very experienced team like this one and bringing so many faces in, how do leaders kind of stand out on the team, and who have you noticed so far kind of vocal role in that?
Yeah, this is one of the more interesting teams I've been on in terms of like leadership, because kind of like I said before, we're such an older team that I wouldn't say there's like every practice there's one guy that like is standing out super than the other. It just kind of feels like an older team. People know how to coach themselves or police themselves, and everybody kind of knows what needs to be done every day in practice. Some guys are lead by action, lead by example. Like I think Chuck and Kario, and I think myself a lot, and like a lot of guys like that. Then we got guys that are more vocal. I think Keon's probably the most vocal on the team. He's a big energy guy. And then I think Samet is a leader too by example. This is his first time over in the U.S., so there's a little bit of a language barrier sometimes. But I think he's a leader just by the way he presents himself every day in practice and goes hard.
What's been the strength conditioning program like? How have you guys adjusted to that? All coming in and learning that new system, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's been really good. I mean, a lot of strength coaches, I feel like are all about lift, power. Like it's almost like football lifts, where the thing I really like about BK here, Coach BK, is he understands that it's basketball, and he also listens to the players, and he's very good at understanding what the type of lifts and what everybody needs, and he also keeps track of every day, like how much someone's putting on the court, the stress level. He has these little catapult heart monitors, so like he keeps track of everything and makes sure that we're getting stronger, we're getting better, but at the same time he listens to our bodies too, which I really like.
What's the process been like for you? Just starting out as such a highly touted guy, and now returning to major college basketball after last year, and having a successful year.
It's been great. Obviously, my freshman year at Auburn, I didn't really get to play like that. Went to Santa Barbara. Feel like I did pretty good. Still feel like I could have done better, but it is what it is. Now I'm here, so I'm just ready to play. That's all it is.
What was it about this program, this coaching staff, that made you want to join SMU basketball?
Coach Enfield, he called me. We had a really good conversation, and I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I wanted to play in a bigger platform, all the things that Coach Enfield did for the bigs in the past and stuff, it really got me.
How's your development been since you've gotten here? Like, where do you feel like you've taken the biggest steps?
It's been great. I feel like I got stronger, and I've been working the whole summer. I've been working crazy, so I feel like I really gotten better.
How did you have a chance to work with Coach Mobley?
Yeah.
He's obviously got a reputation for coaching bigs.
Yeah. Yeah, I've known Coach Mobley since high school. He was recruiting me out of high school, when he was at USC.
obviously, I got 2 players in the league in my position, so working with him has been good. It's been great. Yeah, he taught me a lot of games. So
Can you talk about a little bit what you guys have been working on?
we're working on like post-up stuff, you know, facing up, outside, just pick and pop, everything. Yeah.
How's the team chemistry going? You know, all new faces for the most part, and so much change, but I mean, everybody's kind of going through it together.
Yeah, it's been great. You know, we got a lot of new players, but we got a lot of vets, so everybody kind of like got experience. But yeah, we got a good chemistry. I feel like we're still learning how to play with each other, but it's been great so far. We've been competing every day, so it's been pretty good.
Who all the guys in the front court bring? You know, maybe a glimpse at each one that from what you see.
Who you want me to start with?
You can start with Jerrell.
Jerrell? Oh, Jerrell's been good, man. He's just dunking everything, playing hard, rebounding the ball. He's been good. He's been great. He's been great. Keon play, man, he play hard. Keon play really hard. We got a really good IQ, you know. He's one of the older guys. So, yeah. Sumet's great, you know. He got great footwork for his size, you know, 7'2", blocking shots, great IQ. He's a winning passer. I really like him.
What about you?
Shit, I feel like I've been doing good. Yeah.
Did you come to the U.S. for high school?
Yeah.
What was that transition like for you?
It was pretty good. You know, it was pretty hard to begin because of the language barrier, but once I got used to it, it was kind of like easier. You know, like the style of play is also different there, so yeah.
Did you not know much English when you got here?
Not really.
You mentioned wanting to play on this bigger platform.
Yeah.
When you see that ACC schedule, obviously a lot of tough teams, but what does it mean to you and just excite you for this upcoming season?
I mean, it's big teams, but I really want to win games. That's all that matters. Yeah.
What's the offseason been like for you with this new coaching staff, and have they instilled some more confidence in you? It seems like you just walked right in here and you're rolling off the road.
Yeah, offseason was great because, well, I actually knew Andy and the staff before they came here because going from high school to college, they were recruiting me, and I took a visit there. So I knew a lot about what they were bringing to the table and the things that they're looking for players. And they're a high option being my last top 5 for USC, so I knew the kind of offense they played. So I was very excited with them coming here and then them talking about what they want from me and what I want from them. They just aligned great. So these past few weeks and months, I felt very comfortable and confident in my play because they believe in me.
What were the things that you were looking for from the coaching staff, and how are you starting to at least see those come together?
Giving me a chance to prove what I'm capable of, because I think when you see me work out on the court, you can see that I'm capable shooter, I'm capable making plays and, being aggressive. And I think they gave me that chance during practice and during workouts to finally show what I'm capable of, and I appreciate that from them. So I think I just wanted them to trust me, and I think they definitely shown me that trust.
With so many new players on this roster, what's the process been like building chemistry with new teammates, and how close do you think you are to getting to the point where you need to be?
I think it's been going very well. At first I was kind of hesitant because it was like only 3 guys coming back and everyone else was transfers. But after the first week, things went great. A lot of guys knew each other from previous schools, and every guy can find an interest in with each other, whether it be music, whether it be food. So I think it's a great way of us knowing each other based off just being on the court and playing with each other. So overall, from where we are now, I think we're in a very good place right now with our offense, learning the terminology and learning each other's weaknesses and strengths, which is going to help us better. So I think right now we're in a great place. No one's going at each other in a negative way. It's just all competitive energy, and which I love.
A few more bigs on the roster this year. What's this change been like? What's the front court style like this year?
Front court is dominant. I could say that's dominant for sure. I mean, you guys know that my last few college years I've been playing the 5 for a long time, and me seeing our positions and how many 5s we're looking at, I'm thinking, dang, am I even going to play the 5 this year? And now practice go into it, and I
barely play the 5 because we have so many guys. And even though we have all these 5 men, they're still very versatile where they can play the 4. They can go outside the three-point range and make a big impact when it comes to rebounding, blocking shots, and setting great pick and rolls for our guards. So I think this year the fans are going to expect a lot more from our bigs rather than just be 1 or 2 guys. We have 3, 4 guys who can play the 5 and make a big impact in the paint.
What is Cement like? I mean, both on the floor and off the floor, from what you've been able to see so far?
Man, Cement's a funny guy, man. I love Cement. I think since day one, he's been a very comfortable guy. You know, I asked him, I'm like, oh yeah, so what part of America have you been to that they like the most? He's like, oh, I never been. This is my first time. And I was like, what? This is your very first time? And I'm Canadian, and I've been to America multiple times before. You know, going to a school for the first time. But he's enjoying it. He's loving the process, and he's very quick with understanding our terminology and understanding the way we play because he's been playing overseas already. So I think he's fitting right into it, and he's a very aggressive, and he's not just a normal big man who wants to just post, get to the basket. He's willing to shoot the 3 ball. He's willing to pass the ball out through pick and roll. So he's a very big asset for us.
Is language a barrier there for you?
Not at all. You'd be surprised, but that man be speaking more English than I thought he knew. Like he's a great voice. He talks well. He understands. If I'm talking to him during a game, he'll understand right away. He'll talk to me back in English. Like, there's no problem when it comes to communicating at all. Maybe once in a while, coach might say, hey, did you hear that? But he'll be like, yeah, I got it.
Familiar place for you playing in the ACC. What's this conference like?
It's amazing. Playing at Wake Forest last year, I feel like the coaching staff there made me make a name for myself. I appreciate Wake Forest for doing that, but the ACC is a very tough league, and I'm happy I'm in it.
What went into coming to SMU?
Infield, and when I came here and visited, it just felt like home. I got family members out here as well, but coming here, Infield, and the other coaches, they just made me feel welcome and felt like a family.
What was it about Enfield that you liked so far?
He's a cool guy. I think I can read people as well and see how real they are, and see the difference from real and fake. But he just welcomed me, told me what he wanted me to do, what he's seen in me, and we watched a lot of film too on other players that were coming here to recruit. So that helped me as well.
Having been part of a team competing in the ACC, what's important for you guys to get done in these first couple of weeks before the season starts to make sure you're ready?
The main thing I would say is just team chemistry, bonding, just not on the court but off the court as well. So the team chemistry is going to play in on the court and win games for us on the road.
What are the biggest strengths of your game? What do you like to do out there?
I feel like I just like to make my other teammates better. I feel like I can get to the paint anytime I want to. So just making my other teammates better there, giving them confidence on the court to, defend and make shots as well. So that's what I feel like that's my role on the team.
What venue are you most excited to get back to this season?
Just playing in the big arenas. NC State was a loud arena I played in last year. I feel like that was one of the toughest arenas I played in. So definitely excited to go back there, just ready for the full season.
I know there's obviously a lot of new guys. Everyone's still kind of developing that bond you were mentioning. Is there anyone who kind of stands out early on as a leader on this team?
I definitely would say Chuck, Keon, those fifth-year guys, Matt, Cross, those type of guys, they've been seasoned. They've been in college for a long time. So definitely teaching the young guys all the little things that going to help us win big games on the road.
So you have family out here? Where at?
Yeah, in Mesquite, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They've been living out here for a couple years, so I go see them. My cousin, on my dad's side of the family, yep.
What do you see out of this team so far? What's the identity that you can tell?
I feel like we're all connected, off the court. We just got connected real close in the summer. We'll go get something to eat after practice with each other, stuff like that. So I'm definitely excited to play against other guys. Practice we playing against the same guys every day, but definitely excited to play against other guys, and I'm just excited for this team this year.
Any personal goals for you in your development? What you hope to do this season?
Just get better each day by day, 1% better each and every day, and just help other people on my team get better as well. So I definitely want to go to the tournament as a team this year, so that's one of my goals.
Being that you played in the ACC, how does the team look right now? Since you've already kind of seen the talent, How did you pretty much on par with everyone else?
Yeah, really feel like we're ready for the ACC. You know, just getting aggressive. You know, they really don't call much of fouls and the official stuff like that. So we've been working on that in practice. But team chemistry as well, I feel like that's a big part. So I think that's definitely going to help us along and win games.
Could you say your name? Just,
To the camera?
Yeah.
Kevin Boopy Miller.
Just so we know.
It's gonna be Booby, right?
Yeah, Boopy, yep.
Where's that
yep.
come
My mom, brother, name who passed away, his name was Booby, so she just put the P at the end and called me Boopy. Yep. Yep. Yep, appreciate y'all. Yep.